Tomorrow the 28th, I guess that's today for you guys, is Mental Health Awareness Day. Every call and text in the Bell Network will contribute 5 cents toward mental health initiatives. I'm actually with Rogers, so I'll be tweeting with the hashtag #BellLet'sTalk. And anybody can tweet with this hashtag today, which will also contribute 5 cents. It's difficult for me to talk about this, but even I've had my own anxiety and depression problems in the past as well. And as somebody with Asian parents, it's really hard to talk about these sort of things. Actually, it's hard to talk about anything in general with Asian parents. They tend to only care about career and studies. Well, anyways, in Asian culture, it's not as common for people to talk about mental health as it is maybe in Western culture. It's not really treated as an illness or that is had by regular people. When I was in university, I had the sort of peak of my anxiety and depression disorders because of all the stress from studies and a really poisonous relationship at the time. It was something that I didn't really want to talk about with my friends, but I did come forward with it eventually. I sought professional help, which resulted in therapy and prescription of Paxil, both of which were my own out-of-pocket expenses because I didn't want it to be invoiced to our insurance and for me to have to explain that to my parents. As of today, I'm not on any prescription medications, and that's something that I sort of decided for myself because a lot of the times I felt like the effects were temporary and withdrawal is really difficult, and so is some of the side effects. Through therapy, I've been able to control some of my triggers of anxiety and depression, and I actually haven't seek professional help in a while. I've been relatively happy, which is good. It was scary, and I decided to make this vlog today because I know that people who suffer from mental health disorders often think that they're alone and that they're weird or different. I know I did. But you're not. It's totally normal, and there's lots of people out there like you. Part of healing for me was being able to talk about it. I'm glad today that I have friends that listen and understand, and some of which have gone through similar things themselves. I've mentioned this in a previous vlog, but my blogger friends, they run an independent zine in Toronto called Static Zine, and the previous issue was mental health. I contributed a piece to it, and it was actually very touching to read stories from others, a lot of which were people that I knew but didn't know that I guess they had their own issues to deal with. Let's lose that stigma that people who suffer from mental health disorders are outcasts, because sometimes they're just your friends dying to talk to someone. Feel free to follow me on my social networks and ask me any questions if you have any. And if you want to participate in the conversation, you can use the hashtag #BellLet'sTalk. I swear part of the reason I've been happier is 2 years ago I got a dog. Quality of life does change a lot when you get a pet.